Hello everyone. Today I am back to discuss the new Waves saturation plugin BB Tubes. I've been seeing a lot of videos about this plugin, everything from reviews to tips and tricks and tutorial videos. I recently purchased the plugin during the sale because I was intrigued by the description of the plugin. I quote, "You've never heard anything like this. Huge sounding tube saturation which makes any vocal or instrument jump out of the speakers. From delicate to aggressive analog brilliance, BB Tubes makes your mixes sound expensive and brings your music to life." End quote. Well, with a claim like that, how can I resist? Let's get into it. First things first, listening test. We're going to listen to what this sounds like on the bass. Let's check it out. Now, from what I'm hearing, it rounds off the bass rather nicely. Let's listen to the guitar next. main thing that I notice is that the guitar is more present and sits better in the mix. Let's check out the drum room track. I would say the same thing here. More presence and sits better in the mix. One final listening test, this time on the tube bus as well as on the overheads, drum room, and bass track, as I would probably do in a real session. Once again, everything is level matched as close as I could get it. The track definitely sounds flat and thin when the plugins are bypassed. Next, we are going to talk about something that I think is rather important, and you've guessed it, aliasing. This is a saturation plugin after all, so aliasing is going to be important to take into account. But this time, I won't be doing the typical spectrograph test. Instead, I want you to hear the aliasing for yourself. I have the BB Tubes Beauty and Beast cranked to max. Unlike the typical Waves MO, this plugin actually has an upsample option that you can choose. We will cycle through them to find if there is a difference that it makes. What you are about to hear is a sine sweep, so if you don't know what that sounds like or your speakers or headphones are loud, please adjust them and protect your ears. Here is the sine sweep as it is without BB Tubes processing. Now here it is with BB Tubes, no upsampling at all. The chirping laser noise is the sound of aliasing. Now let's try times 2. Let's see what times 4 does. Finally, times 8. So even on times 8, though it has cleaned up a bit, you can clearly hear the aliasing is still happening. Let's try oversampling it with Reaper's oversampling function. Let's try times 8. So times 8 of Reaper and times 2 on the plugin, basically times 16 is what it takes to clean up the aliasing. You know what's next? Plugin Doctor. So first thing that I noticed when using this plugin is that it does not auto-compensate for gain. So be aware that when you boost the saturation, the level is getting higher. Yes, I know I'm using the linear test, which is not the best tool for this because saturation plugins, when pushed, typically break the test. However, for the first few notches, you can see that it is getting louder. Plus, you can clearly hear it getting louder with your own ears when you use it. So be aware that you will need to use the out knob to level match your tracks. The pre and post knobs are for high frequency boosts. Here we are on the harmonic analysis, and you can see the difference between the beauty saturation boost and the beast saturation boost. Something to keep in mind when sweeping through Plugin Doctor's harmonic analysis. The aliasing doesn't become a big issue until you start getting around negative 75 dB. We have one here. We have two here. And we have some pretty loud ones here around negative 50 dB. Do also keep in mind that these settings are just the plugin on default. So had we cranked both knobs as we did in the aliasing listening test, there would have been many more harmonics crossing over the negative 75 dB line. Let's look at the Hammerstein analysis. You can see that the loudest are the third and fifth order. However, the second, fourth, and sixth order are not far behind. No doubt this is contributing to the full sound of the saturation. As I raise the beauty knob, you can see how the harmonics are compressing. Let's try the Beast knob. With the Beast saturation, the even order harmonics are getting more quiet. I do hope that this video has been entertaining and informative. Thank you always to my subscribers and to those who support the channel. Until next time, happy mixing.